we are live for episode 42 of the SWA, last weekly episode before we go to Right to Fight next week. Exciting pay-per-view, as we've got the Royal Rumble and the main event 30 of the SWA's finest, going all in for a shot at the world title, which will be on the line at Right to Fight as well. Got more news on that coming up later in our show. We've got 7 matches for you, including an 8-man battle royal, tag action in our main event, and some Rumble ramifications in a couple of our matches tonight. We're going to get things going here in just a moment. Kick off episode 42. Should have a good one tonight. We've got a debut in our first match. SWA veteran AJ Balor will be taking on Nick Durden, Bad Blood Durden, making his SWA debut.
Yeah, Durden, a real kind of mysterious character. Not sure what to make of him. Sometimes it feels like he's always changing. I feel like every time I see him, he's got a different haircut or something. I don't know. He's unpredictable, maybe.
Well, we'll get a little bit of a visual scouting report, if you will, tonight as we see Durden taking on AJ Balor. Balor, a veteran here in the SWA. He's been with us since the beginning, in fact. And, he's had some ups and downs in that time for sure. More downs perhaps than ups, although he's got a couple of singles wins, 2 and 6. He has a multi-man win as well. And in tag action, not the strongest. He and teaming up with Corey Wolfhart in the first couple of seasons amassed just 1 win in 7 tries. So Balor's certainly an important measuring stick here in the SWA. If Nick Durden here wants to make a name for himself in the SWA, then picking up a win over AJ Balor is a good place to start.
Yeah, it definitely is. And, AJ Balor is that kind of guy who, like you mentioned, maybe more downs than ups, but I think often that will lead people to underestimate someone like him, but he is, a solid competitor, and I think that a win for Nick Durden over AJ Balor in his debut match is a great starting point. So I think that's what you got to focus on tonight. Get that first win, set yourself off on the right foot.
Yeah, we often talk about that when someone makes their debut, and we've seen a lot of debuts here in Season 3 already. This rookie class for our 3rd season of SWA Action has been loaded so far, so Durden's going to have to do quite a bit just to stand out, even amongst his fellow rookies, and getting a later start here as well. Getting that first win, though, is critical, really. It can shape the entire future of your time in the SWA. We'll see what Nick has in store for AJ Balor.
Crowd already letting him hear it. Not impressed.
Yeah, we'll see if he can win them over here or not. We've got sort of a early days of the United States battle here. Boston native AJ Balor taking on Philadelphia native Nick Durden. We're ready to kick off episode 42. Bell is rung. And it's Balor who gets there first, but Durden who wins the exchange initially. But we're already in a little bit of a back-and-forth affair here.
Indeed, a reversal on the Hurricane Rana there. taking Balor down on his face. Durden whips him into the corner. And an STO follows it up. Laying into him here early on.
And stealing a page out of Al Sebastian's book here with some alligator rolls. Now wrenching on the neck of AJ Balor. We've been told that Durden fancies himself a bit of a brawler. Expect, sort of somewhat of a striking style here in his fighting style, if you were. Right now, he's down on the mat with Balor just stomping away at the left arm. Trying to get himself amped up a little bit here. Shake out the butterflies at the start of this one.
Yeah, the crowd gets a little louder with him, but it's not all exactly cheers.
He's
still having to
put it away, but not quite. Not sure if a win will turn the crowd around here or not, or if they're just fully not behind Bad Blood Durden here.
Wrenching on the neck again.
Really rather consistent and with his offense here, as we see yet again, going back to that roll and transitioning once more into a little side headlock, wrenching on the neck. A lot of focus on the head and neck of AJ Balor thus far. Not sure if it'll pay off for him or, if it'll make his make a win easier in the long run, but right now he's in control of this one. Oh, and he's got the arms locked. How about a trio of shots off that top turnbuckle? Unprotected. Balor's arms locked behind his head there. Nice counter there from Balor. Catches that uppercut, delivers a right hand of his own, matching the Philadelphia Brawler punch for punch here, and maybe winning that exchange.
Yeah, Balor looking a little fired up here. He's trying to build some momentum. Not going to be enough on that one count, though. The crowd are behind Balor here, but as I say that, Nick Durden takes control again.
When he's headed up to the middle rope for a tornado DDT on Balor, dumps him into the center of the ring here and looking for a cover. And he gets a 2 count. Balor kicks out. Using the corner effectively there was Durden. And he's rolling up Balor here into a dragon sleeper. Now really wrenching on the neck, and maybe that early offense will pay off. Looking for a submission, but Balor slips out. Maybe now we see why he focused so hard on the neck and head earlier. Looking to put away Balor with a tap out there.
Yeah, targeting his offense there. Uh-oh.
Balor sets him up. Area code kick there, and he's going up to the top rope. AJ Balor soaring to new heights here, and he's not finished. Durden is still down. And Balor going to join him.
Oh my, the 054 follows up the corkscrew senton. It is surely over for Nick Durden here. Indeed, AJ Balor with the win.
The high-flying offense from AJ Balor, his 3rd win, and spoils the debut of Nick Durden with some impressive aerial offense.
And, yeah, a real flurry kind of out of nowhere there. AJ Balor on his heels for much of this match, but he found his opening, and boy, did he take it.
It all turned with that Tiger feint kick. He went up, looked like he was in a precarious situation, countered it into a Hurricane Rana, sent Durden flying over to the middle rope, and here you see it again. set him up there. Durden never got back up after that moment. Balor made it to the top rope twice and connected both times, put him away here. AJ Balor will win in our kickoff match.
AJ Balor basking in the glory here tonight.
Got to be feeling pretty good about himself. You know, we talked about how it was a important first match for Durden, and AJ Balor comes out and, you know, makes it an important match for him instead. Gets a nice win. We move into our second match of the night. More singles action. We've got Lucian Bedeau taking on the Tiger King, Raj Rajwana. Bedeau, of course, a member of Highlights for Adults, along with Flynn Turner Simmons, or FTS if you prefer. Rajwana has worked a bit with Nathan Bogard, the Lion King. They had a pretty solid match against each other in a big cat brawl. And then now have come together one time and looked pretty good in that showcase, sort of a last-minute tag team pairing. See if we see anything else from Rajwana and Bogard, or if that was a one-time outing. They looked pretty good in a win that night. He's got a good opponent here tonight in Lucian Bedeau, who has been an Elimination Chamber winner before, winning the Tag Chamber back in Season 2. Big win for Lucian Bedeau.
Huge win. Hugest of his wins, probably, by a comfortable margin. But, I mean, all the credit to him. He's the one that went out there and did it.
And for Bedeau, you know, on the singles side of things, it's been a little bit rough. 1-7 in singles action, but he and FTS combined for a couple of tag wins, and you know, had a shot at the tag titles following Bedeau's Chamber win. They came up short against the, at the time, unstoppable Quinn brothers, and were not able to take the titles away from them. Of course, they were eventually beaten, the Quinns that is, by New Era. Quinns have been on a bit of a roll, though, lately, and are climbing back up the tag division, making a case for themselves to have another shot at those titles back, which are now owned by Dirty Deeds.
They are indeed sort of storming back up the power rankings in the tag division. Certainly a force to be reckoned with, as we've seen in the past, but, you know, what will come of their immediate future, I don't know. This match here, you know, as you mentioned, both these guys kind of have dabbled, I guess you could say, in the tag division. Rajwana kind of in an impromptu match that, you know, maybe thought it would lead to more. We don't know. It's in kind of an uneasy alliance of sorts. FTS and Bedeau being a bit established. Do we think, you know, like, is a tag partner a good thing to have in a match like this, right? Do you get advice from someone who knows how you wrestle and kind of your strategy and can help you kind of think through how you want to approach a match? Will Rajwana wish that he had that kind of partner?
Yeah, I could see, you know, the voice of someone like Nathan Bogard being helpful for Rajwana, as, you know, Bogard started off with a lot of hype in the SWA and then fell off and really had to work his way back up. He's now improved to 5-5. He's up in the top, you know, middle of the top of the card in the power rankings. And that sort of experience, that turnaround, could be important for someone like Raj Rajwana, who also came in, got a win early on in his career, and is still struggling to find his second at just 1-4. He's near the bottom of our power rankings and needs a Bogard-like rise to get himself back to 500 here. And you know, a second win tonight against Lucian Bedeau would be a good start. If there's anyone in the SWA who can speak to that experience, it could be his one-time tag partner Nathan Bogard, and perhaps they will find an alliance that lasts longer than a one-off pairing.
Yeah, you know, it's just an interesting thing to think about.
Rajwana starts it off just throwing hands. One of them seems to connect. Bedeau now side headlock here, standing position as they transitions into arm work, and now
Hammerlock
reversal
got
by
him.
Rajwana. A little back and forth chain wrestling to start this thing off.
Yeah, real technical. Not something we've seen out of either of these guys to this degree very often, but impressive skill nonetheless. Kind of the basis there as we see Rajwana dropped on his face.
A beautiful counter there from Badeau. It looked like Rajwana thought he had a Hurricane Rana all locked up, and now Badeau looking for a submission, but he rolled him towards the ropes. A odd choice there for Lucian Badeau.
Yeah, I think maybe he just got into a position where he couldn't really go the other way. Should have moved him, but he didn't. Instead, going for the pin here.
Bit early for that attempt, but causes Rajwana to use some energy to get out of it. Just a 1 count.
Yeah, maybe he thought that modified cloverleaf was going to be a little more effective than it was.
Rajwana, meanwhile, going for the right-left combo. It's the 3rd time he's tried that, actually, and he's failed to connect on the second punch all 3 times. Might want to adjust his aim, but his aim was spot on that uppercut in the corner.
It was indeed. He's kind of starting from a striking approach here as we see Badeau kind of stretching out the shoulder, the muscles around that joint. But he's really kind of leading with his striking, which is an interesting choice, maybe a strategic one.
He hit feels like solid right there on Badeau.
Feels like maybe that's his way to sort of assert control, and then you can get into some of this more complicated kind of technical stuff. These holds, an arm breaker in this case.
And it may have paid off if you haven't got a great look there, but Lucian Badeau may be busted open after that last right hand.
Oh, wow. I think maybe you're right. I hadn't even noticed.
He gets him to his feet. He's got the arms hooked.
Got the straight jacket on.
Oh,
glam slam.
Nice work there from Rajwana, who's now working on that head. He's got the arm trapped. Can Badeau get away from it? Trying to find a way here. Rajwana has it locked in pretty good, and Rajwana is the one that breaks the hold, letting Badeau out of it. And has he taken it enough out of Badeau here to get the pin after the submission? No, shoulders up at 2. Close one for the Tiger King.
Very, very close there, but a nice showing from the Tiger King. Rajwana on a bit of a roll here. Got to keep the momentum in his corner.
Here goes Badeau once again applying a submission attempt, but Rajwana gets out of it in a hurry with a right hand.
Yeah, left him a little exposed there.
Back and forth, clothesline over the top.
Dump to the outside. That is a long way to fall.
Rajwana preparing for the Rumble next week at Right to Fight. In 7 days, that would have got him an elimination.
It almost looked like it might get him one here tonight, too. I think Badeau looking a little beat up, a little worse for wear, but as I say that, he hits a big DDT.
Got all of it, and Rajwana was slow to get up there, and he's might have wished he'd have stayed. Badeau, the knee.
With the last shot.
Drives it into the head of Rajwana, and Lucian Badeau, no, shoulders up for Rajwana this time, and it's another near fall this time for Lucian Badeau. Last shot was not enough to end this match. But Lucian Badeau staying on the offensive here, stomps the chest of Rajwana.
Rajwana reversing with an uppercut. Needs to use his size advantage. We talked about the striking approach. As it goes up and hits a swinging neck breaker after what I thought was going to be a Shiranui, but nice acrobatics there. And
oh, what a counter by Badeau. He's got a cover here. It takes the ref a moment to realize it. Lucian Badeau got him. Rolled him up.
On a roll up.
Rolled him up, and he rolled right out of there. Lucian Badeau steals one from Rajwana.
And that certainly looked like it was Rajwana's to lose, but lose he did. What a showing from Lucian Badeau, who I think many people had written off.
Rajwana was so surprised by that. I mean, he was near the ropes and couldn't even get to him. And even the delay, the ref's count delay wasn't enough. Lucian Bedeau gets himself a second win. You know, the SWA universe, as it were, was backing Rajwana in this one, and it's Lucian Bedeau who overcomes the odds. Only 23% of the audience was predicting Lucian Bedeau to come away with a win, and he gets it here, proving the rest wrong. Nice win for Lucian Bedeau.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned the proving the audience wrong. I mean, I think we see everyone was surprised at this one. Rajwana still protesting the result with the referee, whose decision is final. But yeah, you know, I mean, Rajwana seemed surprised. Maybe that's why he didn't make it to the ropes. The ref took a minute to respond, I think because he was also surprised. That's, you know, it was just so out of nowhere, and he snuck away with a win.
Yeah, nice one for Lucian Bedeau. In fact, our SWA universe is 0-2 here tonight. The favorites have been Nick Durden with 69 nice points in his prediction corner, and 77% were going for Rajwana, and both have come up short. The next one, the odds in the next one are going to be all over the place. We got an 8-man battle royale coming up, and the winner of this match, which is going to be chaotic, will earn himself a shot in the Rumble next week. The other 7 will have to be watching from home.
And who do you like here? I know, you know, you mentioned it'll be chaotic, but who do you like here?
You know, I think if I'm picking the favorite, I think it's got to be Dr. Morbius. Now, the prediction data would not agree with me, but Morbius had one of the best runs in the Season 1 Royal Rumble. And, you know, I think that experience really lends itself to him here tonight, as this is very similar to what we'll see next week with the Rumble. We'll start with all 8 in the ring, elimination by going over the top. Dr. Morbius has done his fair share of that and has held on the longest amongst these competitors in the Rumble of those who have participated. I think Dr. Morbius has got to be the pick here.
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting angle. He obviously also has a history of showing up for pay-per-views, but you got to be on the pay-per-view to show up for it. So maybe he wins here out of necessity to fulfill, you know, the bit, to be dedicated to the bit like he is.
And, you know, interesting note here, you know, we talk about how similar this is to the Rumble. One of the worst competitors we've had in the Rumble, in fact, I think you could pretty safely argue the worst competitor we've had in the Rumble so far, has been Eddie Vortex. In 2 appearances, Vortex has combined for less than a minute of cumulative time in the ring. He was able to outlast himself by mere seconds in the second Rumble ever. Under 30 seconds for both of his entrances in Season 1, Season 2. And yet, I find this interesting. The SWA Universe is behind him with 31% of the vote in this match, evening him up with our next competitor here, Slate Stone, as the 2 favorites in this match, according to the audience's predictions.
Yeah, well, you know, who doesn't love an underdog story, right? We all loved Rudy, didn't we? That's you know, it's a classic underdog story. Eddie Vortex can't freaking stay in the ring. He basically jumps in one set of ropes and flies straight across to the other side and eliminates himself. I guess he would fly over the top rope, but he can't stay in the Rumble, and so everyone is rooting for him to turn that around and to see him succeed. I understand that totally.
Could be, you know, what the data is showing here. And Slate Stone, another one that has had, you know, like I said, the highest percentage. He's even with Eddie Vortex at 31%. You know, mostly seen him in tag team action. His partner Onyx Stone is in the finals of the Bragging Rights tournament at Right to Fight. And, you know, maybe this is a chance for Slate to make his case as a singles competitor as well, perhaps. But, you know, plenty of big names in this one. What I also find interesting is that of the 8 competitors, only 5 actually received votes as predictions to win. And Dom Juan was definitely one of them, pulling in 23% of the vote in this match. Dom Juan is a relative newcomer to the SWA. He's not as fresh as some of the competitors in this match, but just a handful of matches under his belt. And we'll see if he's got the moves in the ring as he's got making his way to the ring here to maybe come away with a win in this one.
Yeah, he excuse me, he's the sort of guy that I really think he's very slippery in the literal sense and also in the figurative sense. He's a sneaky dude. He's clever. I think he's the kind of guy that it would be easy to underestimate in this kind of match. I think you watch out for the underdogs because they're going to have a lot of fire and a lot of motivation. You watch out for the favorites for the obvious reasons that everyone kind of thinks they're going to win. And I think Dom Juan can slide right there in the middle and sort of fly under the radar and surprise people. I don't know.
Well, we'll see if Dom Juan can slide in the middle of the night and get himself a win. He's one of the trio of favorites in this one, and our next competitor here, Ermac, one of the few to receive votes, 7.5% of the vote here on this match, and the other vote getter was Casey Starr, who came out first, which means that Lucid Dreams Gonzo McLevin did not receive any votes to win this match, so perhaps they're the biggest underdogs of this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's somebody's got to lose, right? I mean, a lot of people have to lose, right? And I think sometimes you just sort of feel like, yeah, this person's probably going to lose. And I don't know that that's how I feel, but I feel like it was pretty clear who the SWA faithful feel like are going to lose.
We'll see if Ermac has anything else to say about that. We haven't seen him in a while. My understanding is that his dedication to improving his craft has been called into question after a 1-1 start in singles action. We'll also see Lucid Dreams, who comes in with a 0-1 singles record, looking for his first win in the SWA. How about doing it at an 8-man battle royale? That would be an impressive first victory for Lucid Dreams.
Yeah, it would be a hell of a way to start.
It would help him sell some of his branded merch. My understanding is he's about the only customer at his own Lucid Dreams merch shop. So we'll see if he can, get some fans rallied behind him here tonight. They weren't in the predictions, but a win could change that. Maybe he could go into the Rumble as the favorite. This ring is going to be, it's not going to fill up. It's going to start entirely filled up. 8 competitors inside at the beginning. It's going to be sheer chaos, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some people go out in a hurry. In fact, this whole match could take far less than what we've seen just for these competitors entering the ring. That's the kind of stakes that are involved here, and how quickly a match like this can devolve and just turn into sheer chaos.
Are they Omaha stakes?
No, I think we're in Dallas tonight, so I guess they'd be Dallas stakes.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Although Omaha Steaks, I do believe, ship all over the place, so you never know. Perhaps they are here tonight as we prepare for Gonzo McLevin, who's definitely here tonight and looking to get himself into the Rumble. Going against the odds. Nobody picking him. Got that underdog vibe here for Gonzo. Our 7th competitor entering the ring. We have yet to see one of the favorites. Eddie Vortex will be the last one down to the ring. Gonzo, another one that is, really hoping to turn things around here in the SWA. 3-8 in singles action. He does have a multi-man win, which is a nice little mark on the resume when you're, competing in a multi-man match to determine only one competitor that can move on to the pay-per-view next week. So we'll see what Gonzo's got, if he can come away victorious.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 240 pounds, Dr.
We got Dr. Morbius coming down. You'll notice that so many competitors that I miscounted. We got Morbius and presumably then Vortex to get this match started. Morbius pulling in a small sliver, but 7.5% of the vote. He's got some support rallying behind him in this one. So we'll see if he can get it done. You mentioned before, Morbius, his record in pay-per-views, I would say wagers, lands on the positive side. If he's going to come away with another pay-per-view win and another good showing at one of our premium events, he's going to need to get a win here tonight in a big 8-man match. Someone who often finds himself the underdog here in the SWA. Eddie Vortex, our last entrant. 31% of the vote. The fans want to see Eddie go to the Rumble. They want to see him have a chance at righting the wrongs of his first two entrants. Edmund Eddie might just be the favorite, according to the SWA universe. Eddie and Slate Stone, of course, getting the most votes. I gotta say, Morbius, my pick early in this match. I'm not sure that Slate Stone really has a chance in a match like this. He's a submission specialist. He's got to have to get eliminations. We've never really seen him, perform in a Rumble type environment. I'm not sure that he's cut out for a match of this type.
Yeah, there's an interesting point there, but at the same time, he's a skilled wrestler, and Slate Stone's a strong man. So ultimately, this is about sort of forcing your opponent over the top rope. So doesn't that just require some strength and skill?
Perhaps that's all that's needed, but there are all sorts of things needed to keep up with this one at home and even here for us ringside watching along. It has devolved already into, four pairings as Dom Juan gets sent. Big back body drop from Gonzo McLovin.
Slate Stone
Morbius is up on the ropes already. Eddie Vortex going for the first elimination. Morbius gets back in.
Going for the kill there, Eddie Vortex. I like the aggression on that.
Oh, it's Slate Stone destroying the gut of Ermac. Vortex and Morbius going at each other a lot here. Perhaps the best Rumble performer against the worst amongst the competitors in this one.
Lucid Dreams up on the rope.
Casey Starr's got him up and over. Can he get him off the apron, though? Oh, Lucid Dreams fights his way back in. Vortex is still going after Morbius. And Dom Juan clotheslines Ermac. He catches the rope. He's still in. Looks like
very
Ermac
close.
was done.
Morbius dumped to the apron on the other side, but he fights off Eddie Vortex.
Ermac is gone this time. First elimination, courtesy of Dom Juan. He held on once. He was not able to do it a second time. See you later, Ermac. And Dom Juan now looking like the favorite with the first elimination in this one.
Strong start.
Lucid Dreams running the ropes.
Just running the ropes. Doing some drop downs, some leapfrogs. Eddie Vortex with a standing shooting star press, but buddy, you got to get him over the ropes.
This thing broken into odd numbers of competitors. See if anyone takes the opportunity to really get a chance to rest. Slate Stone looking to put Gonzo McLovin over the top. He's got him up and he's got him over, but again, McLovin's on the ropes. Slate trying to kick him off, and Gonzo fights his way back inside. Casey Starr now going to
Got
work
Vortex.
on Vortex.
Uh-oh.
And Dr. Morbius seizing the opportunity, trying to get in there 2-on-1. Eddie over, and he's still on the apron. Two boots
hangs
to the
on.
gut. Gonzo McLovin working on Slate Stone. Eddie's back in. And Slate Stone is also back in. Still looking for our second elimination here. Ermac, the only competitor who's been sent home.
Eddie held on very well there in the face of quite a lot of pressure.
Gonzo was on the
McLovin
apron,
to the
he's back
outside.
in.
Ooh. Close
Casey
one there.
Starr is over, legs dangling. Oh, he was on the ropes, and Morbius knocks him off. Casey Starr's been eliminated.
Trying to do a Shawn Michaels spot. Shame on you, Casey Starr.
8% of the SWA audience reeling from the Starr elimination. Their pick is out of this one. And Slate had
Stone.
Eddie up. Nice counter by Vortex. DDT from Dom Juan. Six competitors. Oh my. Dom sent Eddie up, and Eddie used the momentum to his advantage.
Nice
Countering on Dom
DDT there
Juan.
from on high. Eddie, meanwhile, waiting and biding his time to strike against Dom Juan.
Morbius is gone. Gonzo sent Dr. Morbius out. And Vortex, Hurricane Rana, Dom Juan's over the top.
Incredible work
Dom
from
Juan is
Eddie
over the
Vortex.
top. Eddie Vortex, what an elimination. You take another look there, Vortex using the Hurricane Rana to send Dom Juan over the top. Clothesline from Slate. Gonzo joins Morbius. We're down to final three already. And Vortex working on Lucid Dream. Slate Stone taking a break here after the elimination of Gonzo McLovin.
Things coming fast and furious now as this match ramps up.
How about our
Lucid
final
Dreams.
three? The two most predicted competitors still in this one, along with Lucid Dreams, who no one was picking to win this match.
Yeah, Lucid Dream's been having a bit of a nap over there in the corner, if you know what I mean.
Clothesline, Eddie's gone. No underdog win for Eddie Vortex, but it's still in play for Lucid Dreams. Stone and Dreams still in this one. Final two.
The Fireman's carry Falcon Arrow, but not done yet.
Oh, big elbow from Slate Stone. Throwing some hands now, maybe some training with bragging rights competitor Onyx Stone. Slate's got Lucid Dreams up on the top turnbuckle. Trying to throw him over the corner. Lucid Dreams is hanging on, giving it all he's got here. Right hand gets himself free. This one continues. Final two still underway. Winner gets a spot in the Rumble. A coveted spot in the Rumble in which the winner of that match gets a shot at the World Championship. Big opportunity for both Slate Stone and Lucid Dreams here. Sets him up. Big chop. Takes Slate Stone off of his feet.
Hell of a chop, my goodness.
Can Lucid Dreams punch his ticket to Right to Fight next week? Showing the SWA universe how wrong their predictions were. He's got Slate up against the ropes, going for a clothesline, and he's done it. Lucid Dreams has sent Slate over the top. He's your winner. What a win from Lucid Dreams against the odds gets it done.
Here is your winner, the Nightmare.
Lucid Dreams. Big time win in the 8-man battle royale. Nobody was picking him to win it. And he gets it done. Congrats to Lucid Dreams. We will see him next week in the Royal Rumble at Right to Fight. big-time win, punching his ticket to the second pay-per-view here of Season 3. One of the premier events in the SWA and one of the most looked forward to events. Lucid Dreams will be there. We hope you'll be there with us next week as well. Maybe Lucid Dreams will have some more picks, some more votes behind him heading into that Rumble. We move right along to some singles action. It's the Sage, Chiamaka and Digway taking on Jean-Baptiste. And while we've seen some heavy favorites in the predictions early on, not so much in this one. 54 to 64% of the vote here. But the slight advantage is going to Chiamaka and Digway. Who do you like in this one, Doc? The Sage or Jean-Baptiste?
You know, it's tough to say. We haven't seen a ton out of Jean-Baptiste yet. He's still early going in his SWA career. And the Sage, you know, we've seen more out of him, but it has been an interesting journey. For a while, it really seemed like he wasn't himself. And then fairly recently, he seems to have kind of come back, as it were. And so, you know, a lot of what I've seen of him, I feel like it wasn't actually him. I don't know how much of it was him. And he's another one that, as a result, has remained a bit of a mystery to me. So it's really tough to call.
Indeed, we haven't seen much out of him since his debut. We've seen some ups and downs from one Chiamaka and Digway, 3 and 5 in singles action. He does have a multi-man win as well. Just 0 and 1 for Jean-Baptiste, and of course the loss in his triple threat rookie showcase. So, you know, really a chance here to unseat someone who's been in the SWA a little bit.
Yeah, statement win.
And would be a huge first victory for Jean-Baptiste. But Indigwe is looking to get back to 500 here. And a win here would put him one match away. So you know he's going to be looking to get his victory. And Jean-Baptiste, perhaps just a road bump along the way. But for Baptiste, he's looking for the first win. That's some motivation there for you, picking up your first win in the SWA. We saw Nick Durden fail to do that earlier tonight. Will Jean-Baptiste fail in his second opportunity at a singles win here in the SWA?
Yeah, you know, on top of, like you said, the desire to get your first win, both these guys are after that coveted 500 mark with their win-loss record. We've talked a number of times about how that is sort of the benchmark that kind of helps you begin to stand out a little bit as you climb the ranks of the SWA. Guys who are sitting at about 500 are, you know, statistically speaking, average. But if you can hang in that group, you can start to kind of climb above it a little bit at a time. And before you know it, you're competing for the Ascent title, you're competing for the world title. And that's the thing. So you gotta get that however you can. That 500 mark is that first kind of rung of the ladder to climb to greatness, and both these guys will have some version of that in their minds. It's an important match for both guys, and so I imagine they feel like there's a lot on the line.
Yeah, and you know, with how competitive the SWA is, you know, that 500 mark has some of the top competitors really in the SWA, some of the most favored superstars here, including, you know, the likes of Nathan Bogard or Paragon, who's our Path to Glory briefcase holder. You know, some of the competitors who really are favorites in the SWA have, you know, fought tooth and nail to get to that 500 marker, because it is an important distinction, really separating you from the top half of the card and the bottom half, and moving you up the power rankings. So a win here from either side is going to help them quite a bit in terms of moving up. And right now it's Indigwe moving down to the outside after a clothesline. Jean-Baptiste would have had an elimination in that last match.
He would have indeed, but that is not how this match goes, and instead he's got to earn the pinfall here. Oh, a little double ear chop from Indigwe, who takes Jean-Baptiste down with an uppercut. Just dishing out some potatoes and a beautiful Northern Lights suplex.
Ref up to a 5 count already. They have to be careful not to get counted out here. Sends him back into the ring. He's going to climb back in. We got up to a 7 there. No 10 count out, though. Oh, Bulldog from Baptiste.
Shout out to his one-time tag partner, Russell Nash. The Bulldog himself. Nice little swinging neck breaker there.
Taking the time to really stomp the fingers on the right hand of the Sage. Another Bulldog from Baptiste.
Just surprising him from behind.
High octane offense, but it's only a 1 count. The Sage is out of that one in a hurry. And muscles up on that kick. He's to his feet. Oh, impact on the neck there from the Sage.
Yeah, a fisherman's brain buster. I mean, my goodness, dropping him. And a little return favor on the finger damage.
Yeah, stands on the hand before a kick to the ribs there. Float over. Neck breaker once more from Jean-Baptiste.
Baptiste working the crowd a bit, too. Really proud of himself. And going back outside to hurry things up. Looked like Ndigwe may have gotten back in on his own, but
dumped over the top by the Sage, and the Sage returned the favor on the hand stomp, and now returns the favor, sending Baptiste over the top rope to the outside.
Maybe these guys are just practicing for the Rumble. I mean, it's impressive to see how many times they can do that to each other. Ndigwe now.
Could be 30 competitors next week. It's going to be a mess. As in Ndigwe going for a cover after that one. 2 count. That was closer than I thought.
It was indeed. It was very, very close there, but Jean-Baptiste finds a way out of it, and now Ndigwe's got something in mind here. What's he thinking?
Oh, if it was
Tiger bomb.
No, 2 count once more. Jean-Baptiste, I thought he was done for after the Tiger Bomb.
I did too, but he's showing a flurry of offense here. Really fast. And that time, a famouser down on the back of the head. You thought maybe it'd be another Bulldog.
It's another 2 count, this time in Baptiste's favor. He's put some distance here between him and the Sage. Oh, no. And
Code breaker.
He's going to need to see a dentist tomorrow, but he's got his shoulder up. He fights on in this one.
That code breaker looked pretty devastating, but Ndigwe finds a way out of it. Gotta say, I'm impressed with the resilience of both competitors here.
Boot to the gut there. Nice arm drag, takedown. Little toss action as he sends him down to the mat. And he's looking for another Tiger Bomb. In the corner, shoulders down. No, Baptiste gets out.
That was very, very close there. You got to be careful.
Jean-Baptiste hitting his 3rd Bulldog of the match, and they are coming out of nowhere. Baptiste dropping the knee on the head and then rubbing it face first into the mat.
Oh, man, what a German suplex.
And Ndigwe again goes back to the hand. These two matching each other back and forth already. 2 count for Ndigwe on the cover. As Baptiste gets to his feet, Chia
Size
Maka.
is
Tiger Bomb, third time. Could be the charm here. Looking for the 1, 2, 3. And he's got 2 again. Baptiste is out.
Jean-Baptiste finding a way to keep kicking out. Again with the neck breaker. Digway really unloading on him now. Seems frustrated a bit that his offense has not been enough.
Can't say that I blame him. He's given him a trio of Tiger Bombs, and it hasn't been enough. Baptiste showing some resiliency in this one.
And right here as well.
What a
Incredible.
DDT from the young star.
Yeah, tilt-a-whirl DDT. My goodness.
Ref takes the scenic route around, making sure he can get a look at the shoulders. It's a 2 count. Might have been enough if he was better positioned for that cover.
Yeah, Jean-Baptiste going to be frustrated with the ref there. That could have been a chance for him to get this win.
Oh, face first goes Ndigwe, and he's back to his feet in a hurry. Misses the drop kick, though.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, Baptiste raking the face. Oh, and Ndigwe gets out of the way. Oh, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 4th time. Tiger Bomb for Ndigwe. 1, 2, and 3 gets him finally. Took every bit of energy he had. A 4th Tiger Bomb finally puts Jean-Baptiste down.
An incredible showing of resilience on the part of both of these men. But Chiamaka and Ndigwe manages to outlast Jean-Baptiste in an incredible match. Real knockdown, drag-out fight.
And the SWA Universe nailed this one with their predictions. Not only the split vote reflecting accurately in this match, which was a back-and-forth affair. Both sides looked like they had it at multiple times. But the slight advantage, 54% of the vote, Chiamaka and Ndigwe, they got it right this time. The first win of the night, in fact, for the SWA faithful. Coming all the way in match 4, Ndigwe gets the win, his 4th in the SWA. I don't know about you, Doc, but I am looking forward to our 5th match of the night. It's a bragging rights tournament match, round 2 matchup, and the winner of this match will meet Onyx Stone in the finale next week at Right to Fight. Tournament finale could be it could be Onyx Stone versus Luke Thompson, or it could be Onyx Stone versus Anthony Hagar. I'll tell you right now, the votes are pretty split on this one. Who do you like in this bragging rights tournament match?
You know, I think it's tough to say. I'm trying to decide who looks better in those dumbass sunglasses. I think I'm gonna go with Hagar here, mostly because of the one hoop earring. But as I say that, Luke Thompson seems to be a little bit like Touchdown Tom, and you just can't count him out.
Seasonal Residences native has been counted out a number of times and has come out and proved everyone wrong. A former world champion, when against the odds, when no one thought that he had a chance, and last time out he drew what some thought was the most unfair matchup, taking on the Machine in round 1, and the Machine could not put away Luke. The MMA background for Luke Thompson helped him to a win, and he's looking to advance to the finals here against Anthony Hagar. Thompson drew in 46% of the vote, so he's a slight underdog, but the SWA Universe may be coming around on Luke Thompson, taking him seriously in this matchup.
And his opponent, from North Dakota, weighing in at 319 pounds, Anthony
almost super heavyweight Roughneck Hagar making his way down. He would love to be in the finale of the bragging rights tournament against Onyx Stone, a Season 3 rookie. Didn't have the best of showings in the rookie showcase, but how about a tournament win and including a finals win on a pay-per-view? That would be a huge mark on his resume. Signal for the bell, of course. Bragging rights tournament match, knockout only. No pinfall, no submission. Will it be Roughneck Hagar or will it be Luke Thompson that comes away victorious in this one?
You know, Roughneck already just going for it. Just laying in immediately, wasting no time. I think he knows the reputation of Luke Thompson.
And it took Thompson a while to wear down the machine last time out, but he finally did get it done, and he was pretty resilient in that match, surviving tons of offense from the machine. So we know it's going to take a lot from Hagar here if he's going to come away with a win. Dodges the second punch there. Does Thompson a nice counter, gets Hagar down to the mat. Trio of kicks. That bare foot right to the face. Targeting the head, we've seen be a very effective strategy in this tournament. No surprise.
With an open-handed slap there.
And talk about this tournament. If someone were to win this tournament or even a match in this tournament on a slap, send them straight to the finals regardless of round. Thompson doesn't get it done there, but could have been an impressive way to end this one.
Could have been, but instead he's sort of trading blows with Roughneck right now. Both men trying to get some corner offense going, having no success. And a couple of large chests colliding there. Both men seeming a little confused with what they want to do right now strategically.
Hagar with the clothesline, but then it's a nice counter by Thompson as Roughneck was trying to get him back to his feet, and we'll trade momentum again as Thompson trying to get Hagar to his feet, countered with an uppercut. Oh, big slap there, and Hagar is going up to the top with Luke Thompson.
Uh-oh.
We've seen him try something before. Superplex to the outside.
Oh my, that was a long way to fall and a lot of man to make the fall.
And Hagar is back to his feet in a hurry despite the impact that he took as well. He took Luke Thompson for a hell of a ride. But it's Thompson laying in some offensive Hurricane Rana from the big man. Luke Thompson working on the left arm here of Roughneck.
Slowing it way, way down. Maybe trying to give himself a chance to recover from being suplexed to the outside of the ring.
From the top turnbuckle, no less. Big right hand staggers Hagar, and he's got him up in that electric chair position, elbow to the back of the head. And Hagar is not out yet, but what a devastating blow from Luke Thompson.
He's still moving a bit. It's a miracle, I guess you might say.
The ref letting this one go on. Hagar's still in it. Thompson sets him up, hits him with it again, elbow to the back of the head. First in the electric chair position. That time he feigns the neck breaker and then lands it clean. And Hagar is still conscious, it seems, but could be reeling here. Could be the end for Anthony Hagar.
And the crowd letting Hagar know how they feel about him.
Oh, and Roughneck is taking Luke Thompson in the hard way.
Super Falcon Arrow. Incredible stuff. And now Hagar just absolutely lighting into him.
It looked like the ref thought about signaling for the bell there, but then he saw some signs of life from Thompson. But Hagar has got some momentum, slams him back first into the mat. And it's Thompson, though, back to his feet, trying to get some momentum. Backflip from Luke Thompson. What the hell?
Now he's just showing off.
Strong right hand from Luke sends Hagar to the outside. These two can brawl wherever they want to in this one. Knockout can happen in the ring, outside the arena. Doesn't matter. Right now they're fighting in front of the announce tables. Luke Thompson going back to the left arm here of Hagar. Not sure that that's going to get it done, but some of the offense that Thompson has employed, both of these men, I think, have to be close. They've taken some devastating attacks thus far. Hagar really needs to get some momentum back his way, looking to get some here. And he's got him. Neck up, down. What a choke slam. Choke slam, and Luke Thompson is out. Anthony Hagar takes Luke Thompson up and down for a ride, and Thompson is out of it. Roughneck gets it done, gets himself a trip to Right to Fight next week and punches his ticket to the pay-per-view and a match for all of the bragging rights. He'll be taking on Onyx Stone next week at Right to Fight. Big time win for Roughneck Hagar. Again, it was a close vote, but Roughneck, the fan favorite here, gets the job done. 2 in a row now for the SWA Universe, looking to turn the tides of this whole card after coming up wrong on the first 3 matches of the night. As we look forward to our 6th match here, we've got a favorite. Back to a heavy favorite here. 69% of the vote in this one going to Warren Windham. 31% heading in favor of Sangres. This is a one-on-one match with Royal Rumble implications. The winner of this match gets the much coveted 30th entrant position in the Rumble next week. Will come in as the freshest man into the finals of that Rumble with a big chance at winning it and getting a shot at the world title. The loser of this match is going to have to go on an Al Sebastian-like run and enter at number 1 and go the distance. Will it be Sangres? Will it be Windham? The SWA faithful think that it's going to be Warren Windham.
Weighing in at 137 pounds, Santos.
Almost a 200-pound difference between these competitors. Cruiserweight, super heavyweight, and these two are very familiar with each other. They've gone head-to-head a number of times and featured in the main event of End of the Line Season 1 as Team Sangres took down Team Windham in a 4-on-4 elimination tag team match. They had a hell of a brawl in an Iron Man match that went the way of Warren Windham by only one fall. We'll see what they have in store for us tonight. They've had some of the best matches in SWA history, and they're two of the best contenders in the SWA, both former world champions. Warren Windham at 15-5 is third in the power rankings. Sangres at 10-6 is sixth in the power rankings. So a battle amongst the top of the card and with huge ramifications for the Rumble next week. Will it be, somewhat of a replay of some of the singles matchups we've seen before with a win for Windham, or can Sangres come over the odds and get the win here against Warren Windham? He goes right to work with a neck breaker. And a leg drop. Not a lot of weight behind that, but Sangres has some of the most deadly feet in the SWA. Nice reversal and slam from Windham, who now just tosses Sangres over his head. Nice suplex. Boot there, and a shoulder sends Sangres back to the mat. Sangres countered once more by Windham. He just throws him down across the ring, but Sangres is back to his feet in a hurry and trying to stagger Windham with kicks. Doesn't take down the super heavyweight yet, but the Hurricane Rana will get it done. It's Windham quickly to his feet. Nice counter by Sangres. Gets out of that, but then he's tossed into the corner. Windham certainly using his size advantage so far. Deadlift. Power bomb from Windham. He's got the shoulders down. Just a 1 count. Sangres was out in a hurry, but what a power bomb from Warren Windham. Oh no, he's taking him up. Fall away suplex. And Windham has a lot of momentum behind him, but he's elbowed in the corner. Sangres still has some fight left in him, but Windham just takes him up and throws him around once more. Dead lift. Power bomb again. Tosses him to the side. This time not going for the cover. Warren Windham is on a roll right now. Oh, what a headbutt. And Windham is looking to destroy the back of Sangres as he power bombs him once more. Feet over the shoulders. Sangres kicks out at 2. The cruiserweight fights on, but it's looking dire for him right now. Warren Windham has been in control of this match for a long time. Sangres trying to kick himself into gear and kick his way out of this onslaught from Windham, who takes him up for another power bomb. My goodness. Ref is going to have to consider getting involved in this one and putting a stop to it. Oh, what a big boot. Stomps Sangres down to the mat. And a slam there. Warren Windham is rolling. Big time splash from the super heavyweight. He's got the leg hooked. This could be it for Sangres already. No, it's a 2 count. Sangres kicks out. And Sangres with a counter. He's back to his feet. He staggers Windham, but he hasn't really been able to get Windham off of his feet much in this match. Warren Windham using his size and strength, and he's got Sangres up. Sheer drop. Sheer drop. Windham going for the cover. This one's over. Leg hooked. 1, 2, and 3. Warren Windham controls this match and takes care of Sangres. And he'll be coming out number 30 next week at the Rumble, looking like a heavy favorite to earn that title opportunity. A decimation of Sangres. Sangres is going to have to go coast to coast from one to finish if he wants a shot at the title in the Rumble next week. He's got a lot of work cut out for him, and even if he gets to the end, if he makes it all the way from 1 to 30, it's going to be Warren Windham that's waiting for him there at the end. Big time win for Warren Windham.
Easy for you to say.
Getting the job done tonight against Sangres and taking us into our main event tag team action. It's the Disciples of Gray taking on Dirty Deeds, and these two teams will be going head to head next week at Right to Fight with the SWA tag team titles on the line. After gracious Garrison Gray's win in the tag elimination chamber at Countdown. This match, not for the title. We're not even sure, what competitors we're going to see from the Disciples. Triple G, we know, will be there next week with the title on the line. Will he show up tonight to try to put some damage on Yamaguchi and DDT in this match? Or will he send out, some of the others? Will we see Captain Tiger Marsh, who's perhaps been the strongest of the Disciples, and what many are predicting to be the pick for Triple G next week in his title match? The one disciple, perhaps, that hasn't let him down. And it's Wolfheart and Malveaux here tonight for the Disciples. These two have made their presence known over the last couple of weeks. Malveaux and Wolfheart have shown up to defend their allies. Last week, Triple G against Yamaguchi, Lazar Malveaux shows up, makes an attack on Tomio, although it was not enough as Yamaguchi came away victorious anyway. Corey Wolfheart, on the other hand, came and attacked DDT against Captain Tiger Marsh and helped Marsh get the win. So various levels of effectiveness. But they've been representing the Disciples with the mid-match attacks, and they've been getting away with it. Tonight they're paired up, Malveaux and Wolfheart, who were eliminated by DDT in that 1-on-3 handicap match. Maybe looking for some revenge here tonight against DDT and Yamaguchi.
But of course, even as you describe the recent events, Triple G's plans often foiled by his own minions. Will that be the case here tonight? I'm sure he's hoping that he can send out his dogs to soften up DDT before the title match. And
how about this? DDT coming down to the ring by himself. No joint entrance for the tag champs. Thomas is coming out without Yamaguchi. We usually see them enter together for tag matches.
Yeah, I guess I kind of get it. This, Yamaguchi has been part of this whole feud, but I really think that what's going on here is it's a personal vendetta between DDT and Triple G. So it makes sense that Triple G would want to, DDT rather would want to come out and make this statement himself, show them like, I'm here, I'm not scared of you. I get it. He's that kind of guy.
Could be interesting. I hope it's not a sign of a fracture, a split, any problems for the tag champs. That would not bode well for them next week with the titles on the line. You want to come into that with a lot of unity.
Yeah, you do, of course. I definitely just feel like that can't be it. There's no way.
This
and
is
his partner
the hell.
from the Philippines, weighing in at 290 pounds, the Beast.
This is not Tomio Yamaguchi.
The Beast. I can't. It's too dark. I can't see.
Who the hell is making their way down to the ring? Just total darkness here in the ring, and the Beast seems to be struggling down the ramp.
Sort of an aimless wander, you might say.
Oh, cameraman in the way. The Beast moved him out of the way. And has finally made it to the apron.
Falls inside the ring.
My goodness, what is going on here?
Hold on. That person looks familiar.
Huge scar across the chest for this creature. What is going on? Who is DDT brought to the ring with him here?
With the lights on, I can see better. That face really does look familiar. The build, you know, it. I can't tell. I don't know.
No Yamaguchi for Dirty Deeds. It's just DDT and Beast. No shoes. He's got a big scar across the chest.
I don't know what kind of black magic DDT's been practicing here. He's getting suplexed right now.
Malvo has started us off here for the Disciples, but still trying to figure out what in the world is going on here with this being that DDT has brought down to the ring. It's certainly not his tag champion partner Tomio Yamaguchi. We've yet to get, a really good look here. There's some sort of markings or tattoo perhaps on the back, maybe on the stomach area. Oh, and that looks like a sunshine.
Yeah, he does seem to have some sort of sunshine type marking. Oh, and DDT whiffs on a drop kick there.
Oh,
off
table.
Caught the corner of it. Yeah, right into the belly button there.
And now head first off the table. You don't think, we haven't seen Disciple Abueva since his matchup with DDT. Is it a belly button sun tattoo worked around that scar?
Famously, Abueva did indeed have a belly button sun tattoo. I think, the DDT's horns are kind of in the way right now. It's tough to see, but you make a good case. I mean, we don't know what kind of craziness DDT practices at that weird old manor that he owns out in the swamps of Louisiana or wherever it was, but it certainly seems like he's up to no good based on the horns and all, so I can't say I would put this sort of thing past him. The question is if that is Abueva, is he alive?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. He doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like Calvin Abueva. If that's Calvin Abueva, it does not look like Calvin Abueva. The last time we saw the man in his fight with DDT, in which DDT, like you said, took him out in the middle of nowhere, Missouri.
Swamps of Missouri, famously a very swampy state.
But Wolfhard has made a tag here. Malveaux in, chops the arm from the top rope. Double underhook and just slams him down. DDT is yet to tag in Beast here. Maybe trying to do this on his own. Right now, the Disciples have been looking pretty strong in this one. Thomas working his way to the corner. Tag made. Beast is in. And if that's the Beast, Calvin Abueva, it is an Abueva unlike any we have ever seen.
The running knee, the size, although he's a bit smaller, I do think he's about the right height. It's tough to tell from far away, but
very quickly bringing Thomas back into this match. Malveaux takes a seat, and Thomas just kind of walks around him, gives him a punch to the gut there. Malveaux rolls him over, side headlock here on the mat. And still just, surprised that Yamaguchi's not here. He had a match last week against Triple G. Triple G, of course, also not showing up as well for the Disciples. Sending instead Malveaux and Wolfhard. And, maybe Yamaguchi keeping himself fresh, maybe Triple G keeping himself fresh, and perhaps keeping Captain Tiger Marsh fresh as well. His presumed pick for that title match next week. DDT, on the other hand, is been, for the most part, receiving an ass whooping here tonight. And what will that do for the champs? I mean, DDT seems to have someone or something here with him. So who knows how that will play into the title match next week. But right now, it's looking dire for Thomas and Dirty Deeds here.
it is indeed. They better be glad those titles aren't on the line tonight, because it seems like DDT is dead meat here.
And Malveaux hits that knee trigger. It's not enough to get the job done. Abueva, perhaps. The Beast, perhaps. Whatever the hell that creature is, broke it up. A boot to the face from Lazar Malveaux.
Meanwhile, Corey Wolfhart telling him to run it back. Do it again, he says. You know, I said before this match, it feels like this is sort of DDT's fight, and he's, got those around him to help, but you can really see that here in this match.
Oh, 2 count. Almost had it. He was up on the ropes. Ref didn't notice, and no partner to help him.
You can see here, even as DDT gets up to fight again and eats a boot, he has really wanted to fight this fight himself. And it seems like this creature, this Frankenstein's monster, knew that. That's why it tagged him back in so quickly. This is DDT's fight. He's on a mission to take out all of the dogs here. Sunset flip into a pin, but only a 1 count.
Malveaux got out of that one in a hurry. DDT walks around his opponent here, and now Beast tagged back in. And immediately on the defensive against Malveaux here. And if this is a Bueva, has DDT managed to find a way to convert a disciple? You know, Calvin Bueva was working with Triple G. He was, you know, changing his life. He was gracious for the opportunity. As this figure, is the ref refusing to count the tag here, instead jawing with DDT. If this creature is Calvin Bueva, how does Triple G respond? His disciples could be in danger. Oh.
Vine Buster, atomic drop rather, big boot combo, and you're right. If this is one of the disciples, and Triple G can not only sort of reverse whatever brainwashing, if that can be reversed, but not only that, go further, and DDT can make them into whatever this is. It's a scary time to be Gracious Garrison Gray. You know, he's on the eve of his title shot. He thought he would have one over on his opponents here, soften him up, but instead DDT has come with a response. Oh my! Tandem offense.
Neck breaker from Corey Wolfhard.
Couple of stiff clotheslines, ducks under, and a third one.
Oh, spear from Wolfhard. And Corey Wolfhard is taking this creature up. Jack Hammer. That could be it. No, he kicked out at 2.
Meanwhile, Malveaux was in and across the ring to protect the pin from getting broken up, but unnecessary tornado DDT there from Wolfhard.
And the ref has ensured that DDT stays on the apron as well here, telling him to stop coming in. Oh, cutter from the Beast. Leg hooked, and Malveau's going to break that one up, and Beast gives him a knee as well.
Rolls him over. What's he thinking here? Nice hip toss. Stretching out that neck now. Careful, I don't know how tightly that head is sewn back on.
No kidding, it looks like it has seen better days for sure. Oh, head first into the corner, but fights his way out, even taking Malveaux off the apron. Oh, but catches a DDT. And trying to get to DDT for a tag, not allowed. Wolfhard with a stomp.
Couple of stiff rights. And instead, Beast is back up.
Tag made. And Malveaux is in the ring, was making a run at Beast there. And Wolfhard might have busted DDT open. I think we've got blood here from both members of. Well, I don't know if Beast is a member of Dirty Deeds or not, but the tag champ and partner, as it were.
Pop up Samoan drop off the ropes. Wolfhart not going for a pin, though. Instead, goes for the Boston Crab.
And maybe looking to get a submission back on DDT, who had beat him in that submissions handicap match. But I think Wolfhart got his foot on the ropes there as DDT tried for a submission of his own. Tag made, Malveaux is back in.
He was very close to locking in that armbar, and that is dangerous business.
Double back body drop, and Malveaux taking a moment to meditate. Tag made on the dive. Thomas has brought the Beast back in, and he hits him with a clothesline. Oh, nice reversal from Malveaux, though, and now he's working the clothesline. Clothesline City here in this match. Taking him up and just tossing him over his head. Kip up from Malveaux. And he's looking for a cover here on Beast. Is it enough? 1, 2, and no. Kicked out at 2. Thomas wasn't going to make it in time, but Beast finds a way to kick out anyway. And surprised this creature knows, the rules of wrestling.
I mean, it seems to understand a few things.
Head first into the mat, leg hooked. Kicked out again.
Malveaux maybe looking to use those ropes again. No, and instead he decides to do it straight up, but kicked out again.
Another kick out at 2, and the confidence of Thomas on display as he didn't even come into the ring until he saw Wolfhart coming in. Wasn't going to come break that one up, maybe heeding the ref's warning from earlier. Big clothesline in the corner for Beast. Malveaux working on the right arm of this creature. Trying to roll him over, but a kick, and he's back to his feet. Oh.
Nap, dragon suplex. Dropping him on his head there. And a thumbs down. Looks like it's game over here. And sure enough, that is the Beast Bomb. I would recognize it anywhere. Goes for the pin on Malveaux.
He's got the leg hooked. Beast Bomb. Oh, 2.9. Malveaux is out.
The Beast has revealed himself. That is indeed Calvin Abueva under some sort of influence.
And not looking his healthiest. This is the first time we've seen him since that match with DDT in Missouri. And he looks worse for wear and seems to have been converted away from the disciples.
Yeah, there's something in that swamp water in Missouri. It is very bad for you, it seems. Turns these guys gray. Makes them real creepy looking. I don't know. But stay out of the Missouri swamps, everybody.
And Wolfhart, the tag was made there. Wolfhart's back in. Oh, what a knee. Knee to the face of DDT. And Wolfhart is showing off the corner post agility, going back and forth on the apron here. Really a display of athleticism. And now working a nerve hold here. But Thomas is out of it and just hooks the leg for a reversal. Big back body drop for Wolfhart. Gets him back to his feet. But it's Thomas who counters that. Strong rights. Oh, slid underneath Thomas. But he was in a bad position. Wolfhart able to get to the ropes.
Yeah, he did not pay attention to the ring there, but now got another submission locked in.
This is where Thomas is deadliest. Wrenching on the neck of Corey Wolfhart. Can he find a way to get out? Yes, he can.
Incredible resilience from Wolfhart. Victim to a couple of submissions there by DDT, which for many wrestlers are the end of the match. Uh-oh.
Oh. And Wolfhart is just getting away immediately. The power of the Gracious One, perhaps, flowing through Corey Wolfhart and Lazar Malveaux here tonight. Looking better than ever after both of these men were eliminated by Thomas in that handicap submission match. And it's Wolfhart looking for a spear. He's got every bit of it.
He cocks up the fist for some reason.
And now he's really going at Thomas here with a descriptive series of words. They need to work together a pamphlet if this is how long it's going to take him to explain whatever he was talking about in the corner there. But he's taking Thomas up. Oh, no. Knee from Thomas gets out of that. Looks like he was going for the jackhammer.
It did indeed, but he got him up, and DDT again going for a little submission maneuver.
And he's in a better position this time, away from the ropes and tapped out. Wolfhart tapped. Dirty deeds and perhaps more accurately, Daniel Drake Thomas and some form of creation of Calvin Abueva have come away victorious. Thomas with a submission on Corey Wolfhart. And I'd say this is a preview of what's to come next week at Right to Fight when the tag titles are going to be on the line. Dirty Deeds defending against the Disciples of Gray, but I have no idea what to expect in that match. Thomas just came down to the ring with Beast, some monster, some creation from the remnants or the what was once the Beast Calvin Abueva, and gets the job done without Tomio Yamaguchi, who we would expect to see next week, and who knows what we will see out of the Disciples of Gray after this one. Dirty Deeds coming down to the ring with a new creation. Daniel Drake Thomas is up to some shenanigans. We've got pay-per-view action for you next week, though. Right to Fight, going to be an exciting one. 30 men enter the Rumble. We know that Songres will be our first contestant, and we know that Warren Windham is coming out number 30. Talk about a favorite in that match. 28 other competitors will be there as well. Roughneck Hagar is going to be going one-on-one with Onyx Stone next week in the Bragging Rights Tournament finale after his win over Luke Thompson here tonight. Chiamaka and Digway got it done against Jean Baptiste. Lucid Dreams, we'll see him again next week in the Rumble after a big win in that 8-man battle royale. Lucien Badeau takes down Raj Rajwana, and AJ Balor spoils the debut of Nick Durden. We hope you enjoyed the show here tonight, and we look forward to seeing you next week for Right to Fight. It's going to be a big one. And I've got important news concerning the pay-per-view next week. Just breaking here for you tonight. Following Painwrecker's loss to Diego Mercer last week at episode 41 in a non-title champ versus champ match, I can confirm that Path to Glory briefcase holder Paragon has told us tonight he is cashing the briefcase in. He will face Painwrecker for the world title at Right to Fight next week. It's going to be Paragon versus Painwrecker for the SWA World Championship. Right to Fight Rumble for a shot at the World Championship. Could be Painwrecker, could be Paragon following that. We're going to have the Bragging Rights Tournament finale. We're going to have Diego Mercer defending the Ascent title and more action next week. Hope you join us. Have a good one.